Congratulations on your American Music Award, Justin. You the man.
I was 12 years old. I had gotten my braces off a week before. About a week later, I did an At Last cover by Etta James.
Right.
And that was the one that Justin had tweeted out. And he actually tweeted out 3 of my YouTube videos, which was insane.
Oh my God, I just got goosebumps.
It was insane. I mean, as a 12-year-old girl who would have died for Justin Bieber.
yes, right.
Yes. Through the roof. I used to wear like purple lipstick on his birthday, so it was pretty crazy. Yeah, it was really.
It's like, what's going on? Did you see Justin Bieber's tweet? And I was like, about what?
I was 12 years old.
He was my lock screen. He was my ringtone. He was my like. I know. The time he was born. Like I was the biggest fan on the planet.
Your nose is big.
My nose is small.
You have a big nose.
Do you still have any sort of relationship? Yeah, of course. And people ask me this all the time. We spent so many years so close, and I think that we'll always have that sort of like bond that will remain no matter what.
People have been whispering for years about how Madison Beer rose to fame, and just how deep Justin Bieber's fingerprints are in her story. It started when Madison was just 12, uploading singing clips to YouTube, just like Justin once did. That's what caught his eye. He jumped in fast, signed her to his label, and began working closely with her. But what really happened behind the scenes, nobody knows for sure. And that silence, it speaks louder than words. Let's dig into it. Justin's. No stranger to shady Hollywood connections. Diddy, Scooter Braun, the whole crew. It's like controversy has always followed him. But this time, we're flipping the focus. This is about his bond with Madison Beer. And let me just say, some things I've seen don't sit right. There's a pattern here. Some believe Diddy played mind games with Justin early on, and that influence, it may have spilled into how he dealt with Madison. Again, all alleged. But I'm connecting the dots. Receipts, shady optics, and rumors that just won't die. It's ironic. Justin discovered Madison through YouTube, the same way he got discovered. He didn't just support her, he signed her to Island Records, and looped in Scooter Braun. That means everyone around Madison was tied to Justin. That's not just mentorship, that's control, and this isn't speculation. Justin publicly tweeted her out back in 2012. Wow, 13 years old, she can sing, great job. At that point, Madison was still just figuring things out. And to this day, she only says positive things about him. But we all know silence can mean more than speaking. It's the same way Justin never trashes Diddy, or how he barely mentions Usher, the man who discovered him. That kind of silence isn't coincidence. Madison has always praised Justin, calling him sweet, saying she's thankful for all he did. But when you lay out the full picture, it makes you pause. Especially when you remember how Justin acted toward Billie Eilish. He kept saying he wanted to protect her from the dark side of the industry, so she wouldn't go through what he did. So, was that same protective energy there for Madison, or was this something else entirely? Didn't see the tweet? Madison's friend Nicole called her, saying, "Did you just see Justin Bieber's tweet?" She was like, "About what?" Nicole said, "You." And just like that, everything changed. Madison freaked out. She was outside a candy store with her mom in the car, crying, panicking, like, am I dreaming right now? Remember, this is a girl who had Justin as her lock screen, her ringtone, knew his birth time. She wasn't just a fan, she was the fan. So yeah, it felt surreal. And even now, when people ask, did you stay in touch? Yeah, sure, Justin may have discovered her, but let's be honest. Madison was always going to blow up. She had the voice, the look, and a digital army of fans ready to back her every move. She said, "He gave me advice. Of course, we still talk." But she's also admitted, they don't talk that much anymore. "He's super focused on his own life," she said. Still, she insists. He was incredible every step of the way. She says what he taught her still helps her today. Madison stays respectful. She's grateful. She knows Justin signed her when she was really young, and she said he was young too. But even then, he acted like a full-on music mogul. A teenage exec scouting talent, making deals, playing kingmaker. And let's not forget, he pushed her hard, tweeting her out like a one-man PR team, blasting her music across his socials, over and over. It's wild how someone that young had that much power. He heard her sing online, liked it, and boom, decided she was next. "I was 12, Madison said. I had just gotten my braces off." A week later, she covered a song by Etta James. That's the one Justin tweeted. And not just once, he tweeted 3 of her videos. Which, for a 12-year-old fangirl, that's nuclear. She was obsessed. Wearing purple lipstick on his birthday, living and breathing Justin Bieber. So yeah, when he tweeted her out, it felt like the universe cracked open. Even though Madison was a super fan Justin, he was deep in his own grind. Truth is, he probably wasn't even in the right headspace to sign anyone. Madison's said it herself. Justin wasn't really the driving force behind her career. Yes, he gave her the platform, but he wasn't clocking in at the studio every day. Still, there was a weird vibe, like Justin was the final boss in her career arc, the powerful figure behind the curtain. His name was always attached, but his hands weren't always on the wheel. And get this, every time Madison was about to drop new music, Justin heard it first, before the public, before the press, like he had to greenlight it or something. Now Madison might say they didn't spend a lot of time together. But the photos? They tell a different story. There are tons of receipts, food runs, hiking trips, paparazzi snaps, and in one video, they're out hiking and Justin ditches her mid-walk. Who does that? Honestly, it checks out. We've all seen him slam a car door on Haley like it was nothing. Justin doesn't exactly give off, let me hold the door energy. He gives, I'll pay someone to do that energy. Anyone close to him probably knows the drill. Congrats on your American Music Award, Justin. You're the man. Justin's kind of hard to keep up with, huh? Yeah, he's in great shape. Very hard to keep up with. But it's not just about physical energy. It's about power dynamics, status, and the way he moves, which brings us to something even murkier, blind items. You already know we usually break those down on Thursdays. But today, some are just too wild to wait. Here's one. Back in 2017, a blind said, "You'd date someone too if you were being paid $10,000 a week by an organization to stay by his side 24/7 and keep him from leaving. Wait, $10,000 a week just to babysit someone full-time? That's not romance. That's a whole operation." And the timeline lines up with when Justin and Madison were always being seen together. So naturally, people started asking, was she just his friend? Or was she something more calculated? Someone was allegedly cutting checks to keep that relationship running. And just like that, people lined up, throwing serious money behind the scenes. That blind item makes it sound like Madison was more than a rising star. She was a handler. Back when Justin was spiraling, reckless behavior, headlines nonstop, who was always nearby? Madison, she wasn't just around. She was like his emotional anchor, helping him stay calm, keep singing, keep profitable for the label. In 2017, she sounded more like his spokesperson than his friend, saying things like, "Justin's in a really good place." But let's be honest, that sounded scripted, like someone fed her the line to keep fans from panicking. She added, "I'm just happy to see how healthy he is." But behind the curtain, he was still a mess. Selena and Haley drama was erupting. Justin was in chaos. And Madison, she was the calm the machine needed. And it's not like Justin didn't appreciate her. He once brought her on stage to celebrate her birthday in front of a whole crowd. That says a lot. Somebody's birthday? I think everyone in the audience should sing her happy birthday, because it's a really special... All right, happy birthday to you? Yeah, that moment was sweet. But now, let's pivot, because things are about to get darker. This next part gets real uncomfortable. So buckle up. A post surfaced about 9 months ago from someone using the name Mud Electrical, and the tea they spilled? Worse than expected. According to them, Justin was 20 when a photo dropped of him getting cozy with Madison in a studio. Hands all over. The song they were working on released in April 2014. Madison had just turned 15 the month before. Yeah, do the math. It's not a good look. And there's another layer. Right before he went public with Sophia Richie, Justin allegedly took her on a trip. Not just anywhere, somewhere known for a lower age of consent. Fans started Googling, what's the legal age in Japan? The answer back then? 13. Yes, 13. People were speechless. Suddenly, this wasn't just pop drama. It felt calculated. Now, let's be clear. Madison wasn't a Nepo baby. She didn't come from an industry family. She built her career from scratch. At just 16, she moved to LA alone to pursue music. Her family, they stayed back home. That's a lot of freedom for a teenager in a city like Los Angeles. You've been living in LA since you were 16, right? Without any family? Well, okay. So, I moved here when I was 14. My mom and brother came too. But when I turned 18, my mom moved back to New York with my brother. She said there wasn't a real reason for him to stay. He wasn't in the music industry. So it made sense. But since age 16, she was mostly on her own. Do you take advantage of that? Like eat popcorn all day? Pretty much, yeah. She jokes about snacks. But underneath it all, this was a teenage girl living alone in a city full of grown industry men. That's not just risky. That's a storm waiting to break. I stumbled on this random Reddit post, and yeah, it's gossip. But the timing, the details, let's just say, it's hard to ignore. Someone claimed Justin had a thing with a certain TV star back in 2015. She was supposedly 15 or 16. He was around 20 or 21. It's all alleged, of course. But fans immediately brought up Sophia Richie as another example. That age gap stirred drama too. And this time, the timeline gets even messier.
You've been living in LA since you were 16, right? Without any family?
Well, okay, so I moved here when I was 14, and my mom and my brother moved out here as well. And then when I turned 18, my brother's only 15.
Right.
So he still, him getting homeschooled wasn't as easy as me getting homeschooled.
Right.
So she decided to move him back to New York where all of his friends are and stuff, because there wasn't really a need for him to be out here because he's not pursuing music or anything. So she moved back to New York with him when I turned 18. But since I was 16, it's kind of been like them back and forth by Coastal and me here kind of alone.
Do you take advantage of that? Like, do you eat Pop-Tarts all day?
Yeah, pretty much, honestly, yeah.
Like, you have no perfume?
You would do.
I would do that. I eat ding dongs too. But I mean, like, do you have a do you make a curve? Anything?
I mean, I live alone now. I have my own apartment and stuff. But my parents have always been super cool with me. I've been working since I was 12.
Right.
So it's kind of like they let me be a kid when I want to be.
Right.
And when I can be. It's kind of rare that I get to actually be a kid these days. But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really have a curfew. I could walk in at 3 in the morning and be, I'm like, it's all good. I don't have anyone to yell at me.
Right.
Madison said her mom officially moved in with her at 18. But even she's hinted that she had plenty of alone time at 16. The PR version says mom was around. But the vibe suggests otherwise. All we really know is a teenage girl was navigating LA surrounded by powerful men tied to major celebrities and rising fast. That's a dangerous mix. And then another blind item from 2016 dropped. And it's wild. It said, the foreign-born, former A-list teen heartthrob turned adult singer is acting more erratic. He told a woman he was hooking up with that she needed to hold a Bible while they were doing it. He also kept telling her they were unclean. Yeah, that's not just extreme. That's the sound of a mental spiral. And around that same time, Justin posted something on Instagram that left people confused and angry. A photo of Madison Beer with the caption, "My friend Madison Beer has a bigger nose than me." And then, who agrees? Like, what was that even about? It wasn't playful. It was just mean, especially when you remember so many people, including Madison, have opened up about feeling insecure about their looks. Yeah, she's undeniably beautiful, but even she's said being too pretty has actually hurt her. Emotionally, professionally, it's not always a blessing when the world's watching your every move. Anything with you, you're so mean. My nose is not big. It is big. Your nose is big. My nose is small. You have a big nose now. It's big? Look at your nose. It's not. It's gigantic. Is this a big nose? You have a big nose. You can smell me from over there. I can't smell anything. And we're not done. Another blind item from the same era dropped, and it's dark. It claimed, I don't know if this alcohol-sounding B-list celebrity wannabe singer did a favor for someone at Instagram, but every page that trashes her disappears within hours. That's suspicious on its own. But it didn't stop there. The blind also claimed this same person was obsessed with an inappropriate book and had allegedly made her own explicit video at just 14 years old. Again, this is all alleged, but it sparked a wildfire of internet drama. Why? Because people linked the girl in question to Lolita, a novel infamous for themes of control and the manipulation of a minor. The idea that anyone would associate Madison with that story, it sent the internet spinning, and not in a good way. The following year, things only got messier. Madison finally drew a clear boundary, especially about Justin. In an interview, she said it straight. Oh my God, no, never, not ever, 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 ever. She added, I'm signed with Justin. There's not much more famous than him. And then came the punch. If I was going to date someone for publicity, it would have already happened. He's like a big brother, so never. Not in a million years. That was a firm shutdown. But let's be real. By that point, Madison was doing major damage control. Justin and Selena were crashing and burning. Fans were pointing fingers at Madison, blaming her for stirring the pot. She didn't want that smoke. Not while trying to climb out of the B-list zone. Back then, some even argued she was closer to C-list, hustling hard for that A-list breakthrough. And just when things seemed to cool down, Instagram behavior started fueling the fire again. People noticed something odd. Justin had a habit of liking random girls' posts, but rarely liked Hailey's. One of my friends even called it out. She showed 8 of Hailey's posts with 0 likes from Justin, while a stranger's selfie, instant double tap. And yes, Justin's dropped emojis and replies on Madison Beer's photos too, more than once, and while that might seem innocent, people started comparing. One commenter even said, "If I were Hailey, I'd be pissed. He never showed her this kind of attention. Let's not forget." Justin Bieber was the first person who ever tweeted Madison out, back when she was just 12. Does he still support you to this day? Do you have any sort of relationship? Yeah, of course. People ask me this all the time. We spent so many years so close. I think we'll always have that bond. It'll always remain. She added, "We don't see each other as often as we used to, but he's someone I can still call when I'm feeling off." And apparently, he answers. He listens. Sometimes, she's the one who picks up. "He values our friendship," she said. "He goes through a lot, and I think it's nice he knows he has a friend in me." She ended with, "He knows I love him for him. He's great, so supportive, a really great guy." But is that really the whole story? People notice something else too. It's always Hailey posting about Justin, not the other way around. Any sweet captions? Most likely written by her. Justin rarely shuts down the rumors that he's not all that into Hailey. And that's what's wild. This post is over a year old. And that awkward vibe still hasn't gone away. Now let's rewind to when Justin and Madison were seen together the most. 2018. This is where the blind items hit a whole new level. Honestly, we need a full video just for the Selena-Justin-Hailey triangle. But for now, buckle up. This one's wild. A blind claimed an A-list singer was being stalked by the head of an organization. That group? Allegedly Hillsong Church. And the man? Carl Lentz. He was reportedly obsessed with Selena, trying to break her and Justin up without damaging his bond with Justin. Ridiculous? Maybe not. Carl was later exposed for cheating and got kicked out of Hillsong. Then there's the blind from March 13th, 2018. It said, "I used to think it was just drugs, but it's way more." This former A-list tweener told a celebrity girlfriend she was going to hell. If she stopped sleeping with whoever he told her to, that's not fame, that's control, masked as mentorship. Fast forward to August 7th, 2018, and it gets even uglier. The foreign-born former A-list tweener and his celebrity girlfriend are living out a dark version of control. He can sleep with anyone he wants. She's told to stay faithful, remain pure, and read about his hookups. That's not just drama. That's a disturbing power imbalance. Now here comes the last bombshell. October 2018. According to reports, Madison, or someone in her circle, allegedly tipped off paparazzi to Justin's location. Classic PR move. But what they found wasn't good. Justin was reportedly in such a drugged-out state. It took nearly an hour just to get him out of the car. That's not dramatic. That's terrifying. And the pictures, still floating around online, no one even knows who leaked them. Then came the September 2018 blind. It claimed a certain celebrity offspring allegedly got Justin hooked on oxys while he was coming down off meth, and that's what finally got him to sign the dotted line. Whatever that deal was, all alleged, all heavy. But when you look back at those old blind items, some of them came true. And that's why this story isn't going away. Now I need to hear from you. Do you think Madison was just a friend, a handler, or caught up in something way bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the drama nobody else is talking about. hit that bell, because what's coming next? You'll want to be here when it drops. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.